it's a privilege to be here. We don't take it for granted. It's an investment for us, but we see the rewards from customers, which are the riders themselves, and from the manufacturers we support. Yeah, it's a great show for us. Really good.
John McGuinness, you know yourself, he's won TTs, countless TTs on the Firebird, and from his indications from the testing in Portimao, he's thinking it's going to bridge the gap to the BMW and win the TT this year. All the race teams are getting the SP2s. They're only making 500 over the 2 years, and from what I understand, we're only getting less than half of those into Europe for actual purchase.
Sport heritage is quite a new sector. It's making a big comeback. A lot of cafe racers, a lot of scramblers, sort of naked retro bikes, and BMW have entered into that sector with the R9T, which came out in 2014, and it's kind of really stemmed from there. So got a lot of competition in this sector, but BMW have really upped their game.
Shimmer of silver in the background there. That's a very different game.
Yes, that is a different game entirely. It's a very special bike. That it's called an R1M Yamaha. It has an app on it that you can connect from your phone to alter your suspension, which is quite impressive.
KTM really, you know, in the last 10 years plus have been into road bikes, and they've been a low profile, just growing and growing. And today, like we've got bikes like this, the 1290 GT. The worldwide off-road market is pretty static at the minute, and KTM are putting their effort into the road market, where they see a massive growth in. And in Northern Ireland, we have seen a big growth in these bikes.
Said trying for the market leaders in this sort of retro type machine. Their classic range is exceptional, and this bobber is definitely going to be one of their bikes, if not the bike of the year. 1200cc, loads of torque, loads of style, class.
If we look behind us there, right in the middle, we can't see because of the crowd, is Johnny Ray's World Superbike. And in our country especially, you know, we do a lot of brand recognition, and you know, Johnny Ray has put Kawasaki in definitely a totally new platform in Northern Ireland. He's double world champion, and the ZX10 he races basically the same model you can buy in our shop.
The new model GSX-R 1000 uses MotoGP technology in its engine. So the bike is going to be very much to the fore in road terms this year. The adventure market has been growing quite significantly throughout the world really, but certainly in Northern Ireland we have found that to be our biggest growth market.
We have a new Fireblade coming out this year, which is everybody's can't wait for. It's due out with us in the next month. 3 models, and there's loads of people waiting to see that. Honda have got to kind of get Guy Martin on board this year, along with John McGuinness. So 2 real high-profile riders, which will really help our brand, I think.
Because the big news from your part of the world is that you're not only the best dealer in Northern Ireland, you're the best dealer in the UK, best serviceman.
Well, we have been for 2 years now. 2016, unfortunately, we were runner-up to Colchester Kawasaki, but we're still up there in the top 10 in the UK. We're not here to sell bikes, we're here to show people our wares, let them see what sort of people we are as individuals, speak to us on a one-to-one basis, but we're not here to sell bikes, we're here to show the bikes.
In the helmet industry, as an RI, they have come on leaps and bounds. Even the Japanese are never happy just with what they have. They're always trying to improve, just little tweaks here and there. We're a bit different even from a pro shop. We do what they call a custom fit, and it's where we maybe get a guy coming in there, maybe he's quite thin in the face, and maybe he has to get a wee bit extra on the cheek pads. Where we actually do is we tailor fit a cheek pad for him.
Davey, one of the problems the motorcycle industry's been having is getting people into it, particularly young people.
Well, it is. What we're trying to do now is make it more affordable for them to come into the market. We are bringing in wee motorcycles there, sort of £1,400–1,500 as an entry level that a young person can afford. The CVT has been a big thing when they introduced it, so we've been trying to include the price of the CVT on the bikes for the young people, so they're getting their training, they're getting into the market, and it's their first step. And hopefully in a few years' time they'll get their test and they'll go on and buy themselves a larger motorcycle.
Foggy is gone.
So what's new in Harley-Davidson this year?
The big news is a new engine, a complete ground-up engine. I think it's only the 9th one they've actually ever done in their history, the 9th Big Twin. The Harley Owners Group, the Hog chapter, is it's a big part of the whole lifestyle. You know, the Hog guys are so enthusiastic. We actually have quite a few come on the stand and help us out. They're very passionate about their bikes, very passionate about the brand, and it's a big family affair, really, I have to say.
The Indian brand, part of the great American road running tradition, you might say.
It is, yes. Established before Harley-Davidson, long-running corporation. Unfortunately went out of business in the 50s, but reinvented 4 years ago by Polaris Industries. One of the early Scout engine, I believe, was designed by an Irishman from Dublin who had emigrated to America. So we have strong ties, particularly in the Dublin area, with Indian.
A number of new initiatives. One, the very exciting one, was the Bambino class.
Last year we started a new class here in Northern Ireland, the Bambino class, and it's aged from 6 to 8 years of age, and remarkable response. We get a lot of people coming, family orientated, coming along here to the show, and they can't believe that they can get their 6-year-old child into a sport that's competitive and good fun.
We're trying to promote the off-road side with the youth. Our youth championship is very strong at the moment, and with youth, that's always something that we start with right from the age of 6.
As you can see here today, there's a lot of children about and kids about, and that's really what we're pushing. And it's a young person sport, I suppose, although we do have competitors in their 50s and 60s, but generally it's a young person sport.
So how does all this work? Do you just modify as far as you possibly can?
Exactly, as mad as we can do it. You know what I mean? It's all about being unique. You know, all the vehicles you see here, a lot of them were built from scratch. Some of them were built by professionals, like the Jesse James chop we have here. We have as well the V8 Cadillac Drag, was built in America. But then all the rest you see here, they're built locally.
The show is absolutely very important, vitally important for us as a showpiece, to show what we've got to sell, to speak to people, and certainly this venue at the Maze has proven very, very successful.
No, I find it's very good because you're concentrating on the people that have the interest in bikes, and as you can see today with the big crowds here, the interest in motorbikes in Northern Ireland is phenomenal.
There's a lot of people here, and yeah, everybody's enthusiastic, they're all smiling and enjoying themselves.
Well, this is the second year here, and the crowds today have been tremendous.
I think without the shadow of a doubt, this is the best show Billy has ever ran. And if you look around at the crowds, in my feeling and many other stand holders here, it's the best crowds ever.
Shows like this, you can't miss the banners and the profile and our promotions, so yeah, it all works well.